Hi everyone, and welcome back to day 2 of a 112-day program. Today went quite well, pretty much as good as yesterday, except I noticed a bit of fatigue on a few of the exercises, which is okay, and it's only going to get worse, since I'm going to be adding reps consistently every single week on basically every single exercise. The only thing I won't be adding to every single week will be the handstand push-ups, which I'll be adding there every other week. In addition to these sternum pull-ups right here, which I will be adding 1 rep every 2 weeks. Except next week, of course, we're adding a rep already. So these sternum pull-ups today were the most challenging exercise. They were the one that I basically failed, and I had to do an extra rep to get that 7th. These are really difficult because as soon as your upper back gets slightly tired, you can't really touch the bar. So you have to either explode really hard out of bottom, put in maximum effort, or cheat. It's one of the 3 or all of them to get that last rep. But these are very, very effective at doing what they're meant to do, which is build not only the lats, not only the biceps, not only slightly to a degree the forearms, but also massively involve the rear delts, the lower traps, the rhomboids, all these scapular muscles that no one really cares about. And onto the push-ups. These were very challenging as well. And that's because I'm doing a narrow grip and I'm doing them off the knuckles, which means that I'm going way deeper than I ever would on a regular push-up. Which means that every single rep would add more fatigue than a regular rep would. And when you do, 25 reps, that shit adds up. Also, I was slightly fatigued from yesterday, which is part of the program, and it's, one of the reasons I like to train every day is the accumulation of fatigue means that as long as you're sleeping enough and eating enough, you're going to be in a growing state every single night, and you're going to get stronger all the time. Your body will constantly be at work to either recover from the session or build up new muscle mass. That's all it will be doing. And that's why I like training every day. It's my personal philosophy. I'm very aware that almost every single expert on strength and muscle mass would deem 2 to 3 times a week for most muscle groups far more effective. But this has just always been what works for me, at least with Bulgarian training. And I do believe that I'm doing basically the same thing right now, except with higher reps. And I'm still doing exercises that don't really tax me super hard. I'm not doing heavy squats for a set of 5. I'm doing pistol squats for a set of 5. And then to compensate for the lower back, obviously, I will be doing deadlifts. I'm still sick, as you can hear, unfortunately, but I'm not going to stop because I've been sick for 12 or 13 days now, and it's not realistic to just wait for myself to get weaker and wait a whole fucking month and continue to be sick anyway. I'd rather just train and be sick than be sick and not train. And yeah, I've given my body almost 2 weeks to rest, including the military testing, which actually wasn't really a rest day, but that was just 1 day. So I'm not going to be a bitch. I'm going to train, and I'm going to wait until my body shuts up, realizes that being sick isn't productive, and completely destroys whatever virus I have in my body right now. But it is a bit annoying to just walk around and cough and have a slight headache, and then you have to train. Luckily, though, I do feel the best in the mornings. As the afternoon drags on, as work drags on, I work a quite stressful job. It gets a bit more difficult, but it's still very, very manageable. Because I'm a strong person, and going to work and training while sick is nothing new to me. I'm not particularly sick anyway. It's just, it's not even a cold. It's my core body temperature is normal probably. Haven't measured it, but I feel fairly normal. I can perform very well. And I even jump rope daily now as well. I did it not only yesterday, but also today for 5 minutes. Another bit of a tidbit from today is that these deadlifts are going well, and I probably will get to 20 reps by the end of these 16 weeks. When I wrote the program, it didn't feel realistic, it didn't feel feasible or possible, but now that I've actually gone at it, it does feel possible. And it's the exact same thing with this jump rope. Yesterday, the entirety of yesterday and a bit even this morning, I did feel my calves were fatigued, but we have to go at it anyway. That's my first fail there. Like, we have no alternatives here. We have to do the strength, we have to do the cardio, and I like this jump rope because it builds a big weak link, which are my calves, and, you know, I'd much rather build my calves in a way like this, which this is very, very functional for me as I'm not sure if I'll ever compete again, but an ex-combat athlete to, you know, really have those calves and those feet, those foot soles, those toes, all that fascia, building it all up so I can bounce properly and move around. I do like the idea of jumping rope, and I really like the fact that you can do it indoors, you can do it at any time. All you need is a room, which is quite spacious, to be honest, and you do need a jump rope, obviously. Now, the ghetto version, mega, is to just take a regular rope or do imaginary jump rope, but both of those are quite shitty options, in my opinion. I'd much rather do regular, like, home workouts just on the floor at that point, doing burpees and stuff to get my cardio in. But I really do enjoy this because it's a true cardio exercise. And, you know, burpees, if I were to do them, then I'd fatigue my chest extra. I fatigue other big muscle groups, maybe my abs, a lot extra. This trains mainly, you know, the cardiovascular system. And then when it comes to muscle groups, skeletal muscle groups, it's really only the calves and the shins and certain muscles in the feet which are taxed, which I do quite enjoy because I like the idea of having big calves, and I know that I'm going to become a lot heavier over the years. I'm shooting to become 100 kilograms one day, to be as big as a fucking house, and that's one of the goals with this channel as well. When I wrote down my old channel description, I wrote from skinny teen to orc for a reason. I want to look like Azog the Defiler, be 100 kilograms and absolutely massive. And to be massive, you need to have a very strong support structure, which includes your calves, because I want to be massive and very athletic at the same time, which not many people have done before me, but it is possible. Excuse my lack of articulation today. I'm significantly more tired than yesterday, and I'm slightly congested in my ears and my nose and everything else. Thank you for watching. We're very close to 1,500 subs, which is awesome. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.